All right, don't touch that TV remote. We want you to stick around, but we also don't want you to get sick. You see, there are more germs on that remote of yours than perhaps anywhere else in your house, and that includes influenza viruses. Not so at your house, though. U of A researchers have studied those too, and most home remotes are raging with germs.
In a home with somebody with influenza, 60% of the remotes that we tested had influenza virus on it. So why? Because when you get the flu, what do? You jump into bed with the TV remote.
Same goes for traveling. Researchers say many hotel room remote controls are even more germy than yours at home.
You don't really have to touch anybody to spread germs because the objects you touch are so efficient in doing it.
Germs are everywhere. We have to be especially careful this time of year when the cold is running rampant. But even the most careful of you out there may be surprised to learn just how long the cold virus can last when someone touches something as simple as the remote. Carrie Davis has more in this 7 on Your Side Medical Watch.
Grambling disinfects surfaces around the house as much as possible, but admits with children it's hard to know you've gotten everything, which is especially alarming now that a new study's out showing the cold virus can last longer than we thought. In this study, researchers deliberately contaminated surfaces like the remote control. They found that when they did that 48 hours later, people still got the cold virus from touching it.
Well, okay, if that's true in hospitals, think about in your own house. That's another thing. That's the one thing you probably never even think about cleaning either, because it just sits there on the couch. You vacuum around it, you dust around it, but there it sits the whole time.
The germiest items in your home may be the things you and your family, makes sense, use the most.
That's certainly true. Despite most people's good efforts to keep their houses clean, more than 50% of colds and up to 80% of foodborne illnesses are caught right at home. And some surprisingly common household items are to blame.
Dr. Tracy Zivintutella says the remote control is probably the most handled object in the house, if you can get your hands on it, and that makes it a hot spot for germs.
Mom, Julie, has the girls washing their hands constantly. And while that helps, a new study shows that when a sick person touches something inside the home, those germs stick to objects longer and can be transferred more easily than even a nervous mom might imagine. Scientists found that once a sick person transfers the cold virus onto a household item, if another person touches that item within an hour, they have an 89% chance of getting the virus. If they touch the item within 24 hours, they have a 69% chance. Even 48 hours later, the virus is still there, and the next hand to touch it has a 53% chance of getting the virus and ultimately getting sick.
Viruses can easily be picked up and transferred throughout the house.
The study found the most contaminated areas in the home are often doorknobs, refrigerator door handles, TV remote controls.
We want you to be healthy. If there's a lot of germs, a lot of people can get sick really fast. If someone sneezes into their hand and then grabs the remote to change the channel, then there's germs on the remote.
If you could see flu germs, you'd see how easy it is to pass flu from person to person. Flu viruses can live on hard surfaces for several hours, making it easy to spread. To prevent the spread of flu, catch it in a clean tissue, bin it and kill it by washing your hands or using a sanitizer gel. Flu. Protect yourself and others.
The solution.
The Clean Remote. Its flat, non-porous membrane surface makes it easy to wipe clean and disinfect.
Easy setup.
Just a simple touch of one button and the remote programs itself, working over 200 brands of TVs. Its features and layout have been ergonomically designed for ease of use.
The Clean Remote.